Welcome back to Morning Extra. Every Monday, we invite spirit medium Lisa Lanno on the show to connect with people looking for information about loved ones who have passed away. This morning, she's speaking with someone in our studio. Good morning. Thanks so much for being with us, Lisa.
Thank you.
And Sophie, you work here at Fox, Connecticut.
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, you and Lisa are going to work together in just a moment, but we want to just bring people up to date with what you do. You connect with people who have passed on.
I connect, yes.
And sometimes people who have passed on reach out to you.
Exactly.
And essentially that is why Sophie is here today, right?
Exactly.
All right, so tell us what you experienced.
There are times where, and I'll use spirits, people that have crossed over, our loved ones, will kind of tap me on the shoulder and say, I'm here. And I could see this young girl in my head, so to speak, and she was saying how her muscles and her legs got very weak, and she was very young, like a teenager, and she was saying, I saw her in a wheelchair, and she said my mommy had to lift me.
Okay, I want to stop you right there.
Okay.
Where I want to talk to you, Sophie. Sophie Rivera, you work here at Fox, Connecticut. Now, when Lisa came to you, right?
Yes, she did.
Tell me about what that was like and how. Take us back.
Well, it happened on the elevator. She was coming from leaving the segment on the 3rd floor. I was waiting for the elevator on the 2nd floor. When the elevator opened up, Lisa was there and she started saying, Sophie, Sophie, I need to talk to you, I need to talk to you.
Had you met before?
We only met one time in the building. That was maybe 2 weeks prior to that, and that was it. But that day, as a matter of fact, it was Monday last week, when she said that, I'm like, she said, Sophie, I need to speak to you. And it just caught me off guard because I wasn't waiting for her or nothing, you know. And
you were just going about your day.
Yes, I was doing my job when the
Right.
elevator opened up and she said she needed to speak to me.
Now, so Lisa, speak to Sophie in a way that you did when you had that conversation with her, where she was just going about her day.
Yeah, I told her that I was looking for somebody and that I couldn't find her. And I actually wrote down the things that she validated for me. I said that I saw a younger female that said she got very thin and that she had a disease. It affected her body, especially her muscles.
Yeah, that's correct.
And she has very pretty legs, but she said they got very thin.
They did.
And I saw her in a wheelchair. She said I couldn't walk anymore, and my mom had to lift me up.
That's correct.
And I told her that I felt it was something like MS.
Yes.
And she shocked me by telling, you can tell her what she passed from.
My daughter passed away from a rare form of MS. They didn't think that kids could get MS. And they told me 10 months before she passed away that it had to be MS because she was going to a neurologist for 12 years and they just could not put it together. And the last 10 months of her life is when they said, okay, let's see if it's MS. And she passed away from that.
Well, I got some messages.
So you have an update.
I do. I went into the dressing room and she hadn't heard the messages. And I'm going to give this to you because I wrote them down. She was talking about her hair, and she's talking about liking her hair. And what I saw was, this is what she said, I remember you always brushing my hair, Mommy.
Yes.
She put it in a ponytail.
Yes.
And she's saying, and we would talk.
Yeah.
We would always talk. Even when she got older, she said she was very close to you. Not just, you know, typical teenager. She's talking about dancing. She loves to dance, and she said, I can dance now. I can dance now. And that's what I see her. I see her dancing around. And she said she likes sparkly things.
Yes, she did.
She loves a lot of sparkle.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yes.
She's a chatterbox.
Yes, she is.
And can you
she used to love to talk. Latoya.
Latoya.
Sophie, do you have any questions for Latoya that you are hoping that Lisa can answer?
One question was, because she was afraid of her dad. So I protected her from him all the way to the end. And I don't know if that was something that I shouldn't have done, because we were constantly asking my daughter, do you want to see your dad before you pass? Do you want to see your dad? And she would tell us no, or she would roll her eyes or suck her teeth, and I wanted to make sure that I did the right thing.
She's talking about a woman that met her over there. Is this a grandmother or a great-grandmother? She's talking about a female. She went to a female.
Yeah.
In your family. You know who it is? And she said, no, it was fine. You did everything right, Mommy.
Okay.
She calls you Mommy. She doesn't call you Mom.
No, she didn't.
calls
She
you
called me Mommy, yeah.
She says, Mommy, you did everything right. And she was talking about towards the end when she said I had a lot of trouble breathing.
Yes.
And you kept comforting her. Thank you for being there, because you were right by her side constantly.
Always.
And never
Yes.
left.
Never.
I feel like you were there when she passed.
I was.
Right at that second. A lot of times they push you away. They don't want you to see that last moment, but she said she was very glad you were there. She wasn't, okay, thank you. She just said that you know that she has a strong belief in angels.
Yes.
Okay, that may sound generic, but if she understands it, then I'm told to tell her that. So she knows that she has a strong belief in angels. The angels came for me. You have an angel at home, don't you? That represents her?
Yes, even in my backyard, outside. We have
And
a
she's
couple
talking
too.
about the angels.
Yeah.
That you have lots of angels.
Sophie, does this give you a little bit more peace and happiness when you think about your daughter and less sadness now?
Yes, I know she's in a better place. I know she's not the way that she was, where she couldn't talk, walk, not even scratch her own nose if it itched at the time. So.
And the fact that she says now she's dancing.
Yes, because she used to love to dance. My mom was always in the clubs, and she wanted to hang out with my mother when she turned 18 to go dancing with her. So, yeah, she used to love dancing.
That's the dancing. Well, I'm here every Monday, so she'll be popping in every week to give you a quick little message.
You can give her updates, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sophie, thanks so much for being with us and sharing this experience with us. And Lisa, thank you also for being with us. And we want to remind you that Lisa is going to be with us every Monday. You can email her at lisa@lisalanno.com. We want you to include your name and your phone number, the name of the person that you want to connect with who has passed on. We don't want a lot of information.
A little bit.
Just a little.
A little bit is fine. You can send a picture if
But
you
not
want.
a lot of details.
And
Not a
it's
lot of
Lisa
details.
M. Lanno.
Lisa M. Lanno. That's right. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Fox Connecticut's Morning Extra, making the transition from working to retirement and beyond. Coming up, we're helping you make the life changes necessary with a special expo, and we're going to talk with one of the guest speakers next here on Morning Extra.